Hey little cuties, Demi Bobemi here, and welcome to a speed build for the Jungle Adventure LP that I am doing. The LP, actually, I'm planning on having it come out my Thursday and Friday, so for the rest of the world, that's probably going to be Wednesday and Thursday, I'm guessing. So just keep on the lookout for that. I'm going to do 2 episodes every week. I am imagining this LP is going to be a little bit shorter. So anyway, I'm just really excited, and we're gonna have some fun. Anyway, if you guys have not seen the cast video, definitely go check that out. I kind of try to explore some of like the new stuff, as well as making a sim for my LP. So if you guys did not see the cast video, my LP is based off of my sister's alter ego. And my sister's name is Shelby, and her alter ego is Shelby Anna Jones. It's really fun. She's into like the archaeology, anthropology. That's what she was going to college for, and so it's a whole thing. And so I'm really excited for this LP to sort of explore the fantastical sort of Shelby Anna Jones. So for this build, I didn't want to do the typical like in Salvadorada build, just because A, everybody was going to be doing it, but B, I also wanted like a livable space. And this space is by no means a starter home. It's quite expensive, and I think it's just because of the landscaping. I think that if you took out all the landscaping I do, it might actually be relatively affordable. But this pack came with so many great, so many great plants and trees that I couldn't do a build. I couldn't do a build that wasn't super like lush looking. And I wanted to do this build in Oasis Springs just because I just imagined Oasis Springs to be like, I wouldn't say, well, I guess Oasis Springs itself is sort of like Southern California, but I don't know. I wanted to make her house a little oasis in Oasis Springs. So it's very lush. I do add in a pool. The intention was for it to be relatively natural. That maybe it was like a natural hot spring or something, and I was gonna say harnessed its power, but that's not what I mean. I mean sort of like built into the natural hot spring and sort of made it, what am I looking for? Like made it like, I don't know, like maybe they added in like rock walls to keep it from like eroding or something. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so I made it really lush, and my idea was that because there was like a natural like spring there, that it would in fact be very lush on this lot just because it's near a water source. So I didn't want it to be so fantastical that it's like, wow, how is it actually possible that there are this many plants in the desert? So that's that. I actually really love this build. It's quite small. It's only 1 bedroom, 1 bath. The living space is a little awkward, I guess you could say, just because of the way it sort of works out. Like the layout in the living room is a little bit weird. Yeah. So this is me beginning the process of like adding in the lushness. It's like all of these plants are so good for layering. I have to say this is the best DLC I have purchased so far from a Sims game. I feel like those are pretty strong words, but this pack is so good. The gameplay is good. The build and buy items are fantastic. I think overall, it's a very well thought out and put together build. Or not build, but pack. Anyway, so I wanted to like bring a lot of the jungle in here as well. Just because Shelby Anna Jones loves the jungle. So why would she not live in a home that's very like tropical and flowery and all that? So there's a lot of layering of plants. It gets a little out of control. And I can't remember at what point I like realized it was getting out of control. I think it was like right about here, and I was like, okay, I need to like have some boundaries of like where this stuff is gonna go. So in the living space, I fit in a dining area, a like living room or like lounging area, and some pet stuff. Because if you did not watch the cast, you will not know that my sister, Shelby Anna Jones, has her trusty husky with her, who's going to go on adventures. And so it's going to be a whole thing. I did mention in my cast video that I wasn't sure if having the dog with us might have been a mistake, just for the fact of like it being a lot of work to sort of corral them and like feed them and stuff. It's so like when you're exploring the jungle, at least for her dog, because I gave him the active trait, like he is a husky after all, but it was like, you'll see in the LP, but he is just like wild and he just runs around all over. Like I'm constantly being like, where did Elliot go? Where did Elliot go? Anyway, so it's a little bit crazy. There is a mishap. And so I was like, maybe bringing the dog wasn't a great idea. Anyway, so my idea for this build was to have a really, instead of giving her like a proper office, which I'm thinking like maybe we'll upgrade this house or like add on or something, or like just have her move into a new house like once she becomes like a seasoned explorer. But I didn't want to give her like a proper office, especially since this pack is so focused on like the outdoors. So I was like, oh, we'll just do this really cool like outside area, and that's sort of where she'll work on her archaeology stuff. Like she'll come home and uncover her artifacts and things like that. In the LP, I do get a little overzealous, and I start like uncovering the artifacts like while we're exploring for the first couple of episodes, and that's something that I would like to say, because I felt like was taking away from the actual exploration of the game, that we will no longer be uncovering artifacts while in the jungle. That'll be something that we do when we come home. Just pro tip, it does take quite a bit of time to like uncover artifacts, and then also once you get to the point of like authenticating them, it's like a whole thing. Anyway, so this is probably like my most favorite landscaping that I have ever done ever. There is, like I said, there's like a hot spring, and then it's like really jungly. I even gave it like a little bit of a waterfall-y type thing. It's, in general, it's very fun. Anyways, I think that's kind of it to describe to you the build and sort of talk about the LP. I'm really excited. So I think I already mentioned, but it doesn't hurt mentioning again. But the LP, I'm planning on posting every Thursday and Friday for me. So I think for the rest of the world, that makes it Wednesday, Thursday. But I'm posting twice a week, so keep on the lookout for that. I am starting the LP next week. I'm really excited. I really hope you guys join in. I've pre-recorded a couple of episodes, and it's already quite the adventure. Anyways, you guys, I'm gonna let you enjoy the rest of this build and the video tour at the end. I just want to say thank you guys so much for hanging out. I really super duper appreciate it. I really hope you guys are looking forward to the LP. I know it's just been so super fun. Like this whole pack. Buy it if you don't have it, okay? Anyways, thank you guys again for hanging out. I really super appreciate it, and I'll see you little cuties in the LP. Bye!